Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Hoskins. I'm Sales and Marketing Director for TItronics Research and Development. I'm here to share some stuff with you on how the new software works. In fact, this is a function that's in the 2.2 local only software, as well as the cloud-based software. So hopefully you can follow along with me if you want to. What we see here in this scan is just the normal scans that you would expect to see from a Titron scan or any paraspinal thermography scan. You have the left temperature and the right temperature, and then you have the calculated temperature in the middle. One of the things that we've added over the years, in fact, it was over 7 years ago, we've added something called the hybrid delta T. And what this does, and all I'm doing here is pressing the Y key, which is the key to turn it on and off, toggle it on and off. All it does is put this average in here. So it takes all the data points for the left, direct, or raw temperatures, puts that vertical line there, which is the average of all those data points. And then anything colder than average is going to show as a blue bubble on that side. Anything warmer than average is going to show up as a red bubble on that side. And then for the right side, it's going to, all of the bubbles are going to be on the right side. I call them bubbles. You can call them whatever you want. It just helps me understand it. What this does is if we just look at the delta T and we see this aberration, this to the right here, this graph curve to the right here, obviously, but mathematically, that's saying that right is hotter than left. But you have to ask yourself, what does that mean? Does that mean right is going hotter or left is going colder? And we can look at this and see the left is going colder, or we can have this available and show us very clearly that the hotness, or this curve here, which goes to the right, showing right is hotter than left, is actually coming here because left is going colder. And that's one of the benefits of having the hybrid delta T, is you can see very quickly, even from the 10 scan grid here, where those curves are coming from. Also, very quickly, it shows you any kind of left and right imbalance. Right here, let me pull up the big scan again. It's showing that at this level of the scan, right is hotter than average and left is colder than average. So you can see there's an imbalance in how the body's adapting to things here. And then down here, though, we can see that even though there's a lot of heat, there's only one deviation of heat left and right, it is fairly balanced. So that to me wouldn't cause as much concern, because it shows me left and right are reacting in the same manner, and that shows us that by this center scan here being fairly vertical. Down here, I wouldn't put too much concern on this. It's just a transition. And then down here again, fairly equal, even though right is going colder than left by almost twice as much from its average. So this just gives you a quick idea of how the body's adapting to the stresses put upon it. When you look at scans next to each other, you can see things here. You can do pattern work from here, but when you put in the hybrid delta T, you can see other things going on that you may not have seen initially, and you can investigate further by pulling that up and looking at it. So that is the hybrid delta T functionality. I want to go a little bit further into this one and show you how you can modify the bubbles to show you more information. I do want to warn you that this can get fairly out of hand fairly quickly. So if you look at the setup and you go to scan options, this area here is for temperature deviation from normal, or from zero, from average. So this is deviation from average on the scan. What color is it going to be if it's colder? And at 0.2, it's going to go to this color. At 0.4 degrees, it's going to go to this color. 0.6 and 0.8. And so we can mess around with these and make them kind of do some weird things. And so we're just going to mess around with the cold side here, just to show you what can be done. And then so you can see if it's going colder, that's what it's going to show. The problem is, if you don't do your colors right, it can really mess up what you're looking at. So I would recommend not going too bonkers with this, but it can be useful if you want to set up some of your scans to do things differently, to show some. Let's just do this real quick. I don't want that one. I want that one. I want this one to be a little bit colder, so I'll do that. And I'll do this one to be the same off that. So this is still in the blue category of colors, and so we can see there might be a change there, and so you might want to do this to show the degree of how far off of average it is. Just stay in the same color so it's easy to understand. But again, you get to do what you want. We're just providing the tools for you to help analyze this data. So that is the hybrid delta T. Hopefully that wasn't too overwhelming. Be more than happy to have a Zoom call with you and explain and explore how this could be useful in your office with your clients in your setting. Please set that up. And hope you're enjoying this series. We've only done 3 or 4 so far. We've got a lot more to cover on all the different functionalities of the new software and all the different comparisons you can do. Some are brand new. Some don't have any research. We're just experimenting with them. And some have a lot of research, and we're utilizing them and implementing them. So stay tuned. And again, reach out if you need any training. Happy to do that with you or your staff or both together on Zoom or in person if that's what you need to do. So have a great day. We'll talk at you later. Take care. Bye-bye.